Hey geeks, if you're into magical girls and robots, you're not going to want to miss this video. Today I'm going to talk about these items that I got back here, these Magic Knight Rayearth book sets that I have been wanting so much, and I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for them to come down a bit in price, and they finally have. So if you're into magical girls and robots, this is going to be Anyways, so alright, today we're talking about Magic Knight Rayearth, one of my favorite animes. Magic Knight Rayearth is an anime manga that was released by Clamp and was later on collected and published by Kodansha Comics. Magic Knight Rayearth first hit this scene back in 1993 in the Nakayoshi magazine, which is a very Which is a very popular publication in Japan. Magic Knight Rayearth came in two parts. The first part consisted of 3 different volumes. They were released in 1993 all the way through 1996 is when the series wrapped up in the second part, Magic Knight Rayearth 2. During its publication, it was picked up as an animated series, and that hit the scene in 1994. It also came in a 2-part collection, Magic Knight Rayearth 1 and Magic Knight Rayearth 2. The original comics were later translated into English in, I guess I should look that up. I don't remember the original publisher, but I had them. They were real big. They kind of had real ugly covers. I wasn't really into the colors on them, but Kodansha has now recollected them, and they come in a 2-volume set with new and updated translations. So I know everybody's really into updated translations. For me, it never really bothered me either way. The message gets across. I enjoy the story. It's all the same. The first volume here, which consists of the 3 books plus the collected art book, which is awesome. What a nice little bonus to throw in there. Is a total of 624 pages. The box set itself is about a little over 1/4 centimeter thick. It is a nice put together box. As you can see, it also has, am I rubbing it in like cold? No. It has gold leafing, or whatever you want to call it, all around on all sides. It gives the box a real nice touch. It's not really embossed or lifted, which you would think it would be just by looking at it, but it really doesn't need to be. They did such a well job on this box set. Now, originally, these box sets did come range at about $130. That was the suggested retail price. However, that's what you would have paid if you bought it off the website. All the bookstores and Amazon and everywhere else, you were able to get this for substantially cheaper through a retail store. I ended up paying about $60 for each box set. I believe you can get the first box set right now for about $50 to $60, maybe on Amazon. And then I know that the Magic Knight Rayearth 2 collection here, it is, I think it's selling right now for about $100. So, and that was, I just did a quick search before I started this video. So you might be able to find it somewhere cheaper. I got mine from Books A Million just this month, and I ended up paying $63, $64, $63, somewhere right there around in that range, brand new, unopened. So you can still get these at an affordable price. I did, however, want to point out that although they are, what was I going to say? Oh, although they were released by the same publisher that released the new Sailor Moon Eternal books, I did bring this out to do a comparison because I feel like there was a ball dropped with this re-release of Sailor Moon, especially when it comes down to price comparisons. You know, these books broken down individually actually come out cheaper than these books, and these books are very flimsy, and we'll just get into that later on when I'm actually comparing the book when I open them up, because I really do enjoy the Eternal editions of Sailor Moon, but I bought all of those first, and I thought, oh, what a great deal. And then I bought these, and these were a better deal, released by the same publisher, working around the same price points, if not less, so I don't know. I'm just a snob that way. I like hardcovers. Anywho, so let's get into these books a little bit deeper. The first book, or the first box set, I'm going to go ahead and just take these out, and we'll get a closer look at them when I switch the camera view. All right, hang tight. All right, so we've got the first book here, or the first box set here. This first box set was released on November 26, 2019 in hardback, and was also released on the same day digitally. So if you were into your Kindle or Amazon Fire, whatever thing, you were able to download it there that day as well, and it is still available now. This does consist of 624 pages altogether. Whoops, sorry about that. Knocking my camera all over the place. And it does also include a special re-release of the illustration collection, which I actually have downstairs. I didn't bring it with me, but that's all right. We don't need to compare it because I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. So let's get this opened up here and let's check these books out. The box is very nice and substantial. The inside is just a typical white. And let's begin with the first book. So the first book has this nice matte hardcover. Here you see it's also got the gloss screen print, and it's got the gold leafing here as well. It's got a little bit of powder on there. They brush these books in. It's not damp. It's actually this this powder that they put on the books to keep them from sticking to each other inside the box set. Yeah, that's actually a really nice book. I really do like it. Let me get out of the light there for a second. Very nice. All right, so typically the books that are re-released still read in their native direction, which is fantastic. Now, this was one of my biggest... Look, I'm speechless on how much I just love the fact that they did not use gloss paper inside these books. You know, I know the gloss paper looks really nice. It makes the black stand out, but I think it really takes away from the artistic style of the books. These drawings are drawn a certain way because they're meant to blend in with the matte finish, and when they gloss the papers like they did in the Sailor Moon Eternal editions, I feel like we lost a lot of depth and definition for contrast, and I prefer the depth and definition. The new translation is pretty darn close to the original. I don't see there was very much change, although I have not sat down and read these from front to back yet. Just this artwork. I mean, just look at this beautiful, just this gorgeous artwork. You know, you can look at it from any angle. There's no glare on the page. I really love this. You know, one of my favorite things about taking out my old manga is that the pages, they're that old paper. They're not actually quite white. And everything just has a more cohesive feel about it. I feel like when they start to try to use glossy paper, they lose a lot of what made each panel so special. Look how cute. I really, really love this property. Magic Knight Rayearth has always been neck and neck with Sailor Moon. You know, I really can't even decide which one I like better. I think I love them both equally. I feel like Magic Knight Rayearth really covers a lot of things that Sailor Moon drops the ball on, and I feel like Sailor Moon covers a lot of things that Magic Knight Rayearth drops the ball on. Both properties contain some pet peeves of mine inside the anime culture. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is just beautiful. I mean, these transformation sequences are just fantastic. They're ready for battle. Beautiful book. Translation notes in the back. I love when we get these. These are always a really nice treat. They really help break down things that may be lost in translation and help you kind of understand. I don't know why there's always so many blank pages in the back. I don't know if it's for like drawing, but I've noticed that with some of Kodansha's other publications. Very nice. Very, very nice book. I'm very pleased with this box set. I think it was worth every single penny that was paid for. They took a hard... Oh, I just love how the inside covers correlate with the books. That was something that the Sailor Moon books did really nicely too. Fario. Oh, I just love it. Umifu, Hikaru. Just fantastic books. I mean, the quality is so good. The paper, you know, it's not a complete matte. It's not a gloss. It's not a semi-gloss. You know, I wouldn't even really go as far as even to say that it's coated. But, I mean, it may be. It may have some type of coating on it. I'm not too sure. I wouldn't even say that it's a satin because there is absolutely no glare. You know, like I said on the first book, you could look at this book at any angle and just see all the detail and the art and just the way that the shadows fade out. You know, that's because of the paper that was used. What I wanted to compare, which is why I brought out the Sailor Moon book, was... First of all, this book is $30. Oops, retail price. And it's got, no, it's just a paper, flimsy, pocket folder type material, you know. I mean, I think my kids' kindergarten folders are thicker than this, but that's all right. You know, the covers are beautiful. You know, and I think we were all able to get these at really good deals, you know, especially if you buy your books through Amazon. I mean, I didn't even pay over $20 for any of these, so. But, according to Kodansha, these things are $30 a piece. Not a hardcover. And the biggest thing I hate the most about these books, which is probably the only thing, is the gloss paper. I mean, you didn't see that happening in the last book, did you? No. And it doesn't stop there. I mean, it's pretty... I'm inside the light. It can get pretty bad sometimes. It's not showing up here on the camera. Oh, no, there it is. That glare that goes all the way through. Off of camera, it's pretty bad. I mean, you have to kind of angle these books around. You know, I really, you know, I like what they wanted. This is one of my biggest pet peeves out of this book. This video is not about these books, but if you know what this is, then what a missed opportunity. I mean, really, I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, see that gloss? Just drives me crazy. Plus, you know, the blacks. I personally don't like the deep contrast. I think the blacks are too black. The shading really doesn't look shaded. It looks more broken up more than anything. I mean, I appreciate what they wanted to do here and what they wanted to give us. Some nice, crisp, clean images, but I personally think that this was an opportunity missed. I love this image right here. One of my favorites. Oh, here, let me get it so that there's not a glare on the page. You know, the glares wouldn't be too bad if, you know, you're just wanting to lug these things around, read them, not really take care of them too bad. But when I'm reading my books, I like to really take care of them, and having to shuffle the book around and move around to really get the details off of the whole page is it's wear and tear, you know. So just a small pet peeve, but these books are just as beautiful. Oh, there it is again. There it is again. If you owned these books back as a kid, you know what's supposed to be here. But I digress. Anyways, back to what this video is about. These, the Magic Knight Rayearth books. So basically we could flip through all of these, but I'm just going to go ahead and dish them through. You know, once again, just this beautiful artwork, robots, magic, fantasy, tragedy, you know, just what a wonderful story. Look at that. I love their costumes. They're so cool. And then for the art book. Now, let's see. Now, what I wasn't too sure is it said that these were Illustration Collection Part 1. I wonder if this is a new collection or if it is... Oh, look at that map. This whole set is just gorgeous. I don't feel like I've wasted one single penny. Oh, nope. I think it's going to be yeah, it is a re-release of the original art book. Wow. So I have this art book originally, and one of the weirdest things that I noticed is that the images inside the book are printed off. They're not centered, they're sideways, they're leftways. It's a unique style of putting imagery on the page. However, I thought originally that could have been better planned out. So let's see if they fix that in this edition. That's a gorgeous image. Now, see, something I don't like, I forget the term, but there's a term for where they don't bleed the image into the actual binding. The image will stop right here so that it picks back up right here and you don't actually have any image loss. That was something that they did in the original book as well. They did not separate the images here, so you do lose part of the imagery down into the binding. And this is what I was talking about. So it does look like they did a complete copy of the original art book, because this is how the art books were done originally. They were off-centered quite a bit. This is kind of odd to me. This huge gap here. This could have been fleshed over. This could have been fleshed over. You know, this could have been a little expanded, or they could have put the crease in here. So yeah, this is kind of how the original art book was done. I love the imagery that was chosen. I'm so glad to have this, you know, be a part of the book or the box set. I think it's a great addition to it. I think it really completes it. But yeah, there we go again. Like, look at how much, look at that. I mean, you could have literally expanded this image out much more and centered it. But that's just, you know what? I appreciate them not messing with the original, you know? So I can always look at the brighter side of things. I love when Clamp uses these antique style color paging or palettes. Yes, these are just gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, I'm not going to flip through with this whole thing, but I just wanted to see. Oh, wow. They really did. Oh, neat. So this right here, I love these pages. One thing I don't like about art books is when they just put the art book from front to finish. No information, no nothing. Kirby, if you love Kirby, they have an art book out right now on Amazon. It's like 18 bucks. Gorgeous book, great little imagery. There is almost zero information accompanying the photos and the pages. It's such a missed opportunity. Like, I keep putting the book in my outbox, but it's literally just a collection of images. And even though they're cute images, they're really not the best. Anyways, I was hoping for something like this in this book. So right here, this tells us information about every single one of the images that you see in the book. It has artist comments. It's got the type of media that was originally used. This is such an important piece to put inside art collections. It just, it irks me so bad when this is missing, you know? It's almost like not crediting, you know, online art. Oh, and this is neat. A how-to. Oh, no, this isn't a how-to. This is just showing you how they break down their image drawing. You know, Clamp has such a unique art style that this is a fun to read. This is a neat little piece. I can't remember if this was in the original art book. I should have brought it up here, but anyways. And then, of course, the posters. I am super, super stoked to see that they actually put these in here. So my thoughts on the first box set is definitely a 10. It is gorgeous. They did not skip out on using any type of ink. None of these pages are faded. It doesn't look like it was rushed to print. You know, all the little extras and bonuses. This is beautiful. Definitely am pleased with this purchase. All right. So now let's get box set number 2. Number 2, I've really been excited to break into. I want to see. Well, I kind of already know what to expect. But once again, gorgeous box set. It's got the 3 art books plus an illustration collection. Ooh. Now, I'm super excited for this one because I have never seen the second collection. I don't have it. The ones that I do have is the first art collection and the materials collection, which I love materials collections. Oh my God. But anyways, that's not part of this video because this video is about these box sets. Now, ooh, I really like this one. So they chose a more elegant style of art. Whoa, camera, going crazy. From Clamp. This was, well, you know what? Yeah, I would say it's more fancy. Still within the same era of art style, but one thing I really enjoyed about, you know, Clamp's properties is that as the characters progressed, the detail in their items and their costumes and their weapons really increased along with them. I mean, it was very obvious when you were looking at a level 1 warrior and a level 10 warrior, we'll just say. Once again, we've got that non-glossed paper. Oh, I love Hikaru's brothers. They were always so fun. I don't even know what I was talking about. Anyways, let's see. Oh, yes. So one thing I really enjoyed about the Magic Knight Rayearth series is that the girls, the heroes of the story, were more focused on friendship and becoming independent and getting a hold of their own lives, as opposed to chasing after boys and becoming famous or celebrities or things like that. Not that I'm hating on, you know, that type of approach to storylines. I mean, of course, there's a nice little balance And that's why I say Magic Knight Rayearth picks up a lot where Sailor Moon dropped the ball, and Sailor Moon picks up a lot where Magic Knight Rayearth drops the ball. Yeah, I will talk more about that in my Sailor Moon video. Anyways, I really do enjoy Magic Knight Rayearth for what it is. You know, these characters, they're very dedicated to themselves, and I mean to one another, and finding each other, and they're not focused on trivial things. Well, I wouldn't say trivial, but they're focused on things that are more self-empowering, in my opinion. The two main love stories that you actually get from this series is between, it's not touched on deeply, but you know that it's there, is the love affair between Eagle and Lantis, which is one of the first homosexual relationships that I've ever saw in an anime. I mean, obviously, when Sailor Moon came out, when I was watching it on USA in the mornings, it was, or was it? I don't think it was later until it hit Toonami that the Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus came into play, because I did not know Zoe Sight was supposed to be a boy until way later on. So this was the first time in an anime where I actually saw a same-sex relationship represented in an obvious manner. They did not censor that out of the anime. They did not censor it out of the dub, and I think it played out really beautifully inside the series. It said a lot without having to say anything, to be honest. And then the other relationship, which is one of my biggest pet peeves in this series, in any series, is the relationship between Princess Emerald and Lafarga. And the reason why I don't like that relationship is because it romanticizes a very toxic situation between two lovers and a woman who feels the need to sacrifice herself, literally by suicide, to as an answer to everything, as a save all. I know, back in the 90s and before that, suicide for the better was something that was, accepted. It was glamorized, but I have always had a problem with it. When I was a child watching this, I didn't really realize what I was having a problem with, but I knew that subplot made me very uneasy. It made me extremely, uncomfortable. I couldn't put my mind on what it was, or my finger on what it was. My little adolescent mind couldn't really, break down exactly what was making me feel uneasy about it. But now as an adult, I can definitely tell you it was because Princess Emerald is trying to kill herself through this entire story arc, well, at least the first half, and these three girls are like, holy crap, hello, homegirl, slow it down, no, which is like the saving grace, in Sailor Moon, when the queen kills herself, it's a, oh no, she killed herself type of situation, but oh, the kingdom is saved type of thing. Whereas in Magic Knight Rayearth, this homegirl is like trying to off herself because of some prophecy, and the protagonist, the heroes, are like, no, girl, no. It don't matter what the history says. That ain't happening. So, I mean, that's kind of where I go back and forth with both of these series. They both romanticize suicide in some form, which I think, it is what it is. I don't think the story should be rewritten. But if you're going to go out and like reboot a series like Sailor Moon Crystal has, I would have been a little bit more aware of how damaging glamorizing suicide can be. I mean, it's not Romeo and Juliet, and even that's boundary pushing. So that's my biggest pet peeve with both of these series. No, I take that back. My biggest pet peeve with Sailor Moon is the relationships that Chibiusa has with older gentlemen, but that's for another video. Anyways, tangent. Oh, look at him. He's so gorgeous. Ah. So, oh my god, I said Lafarga earlier. Correction, it's Zagato. Emerald and Zagato. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, yeah, oh look, there's Prince Emerald. She's like, save Saphiro. This book is just as beautiful. Again, I don't want to flip through all of these. This is already quite long enough. But yeah, I think this was a fantastic addition to my collection. I already have these in Japanese. I have the full collection. And now for the part that I was most excited for. Now this one we may flip through almost completely. I'm trying to speed this up a little bit. That is because I have not seen the second art collection. Oh my god, I love this image so much. Oh, this is beautiful. This is just gorgeous. This is Saphiro Makona. Yes. So in Magic Knight Rayearth 2, this is that point in Clamp's time where they really upped the fanciness. Anything that had jewels had like 10 more jewels added to it. Anything that had gold swirls had like 15 more gold swirls to it. Everything had chains. Everything had earrings. There's Zagato and Emerald. See, now that's the way they're supposed to be. Happy and not trying to kill themselves and all that crazy dramatic shit. Now, seeing this art book, oh, look, oh, Atlantis and Eagle Vision. This is one of my most favorite artworks. I think it's one of the most popular and one of the most famous art or images from Magic Knight Rayearth. Wow, now see, this is different. I can already see the difference between the first art collection and the second art collection. This is much more flush. They actually are placing the images correctly inside the pages. I feel like the first one may have been originally. Ooh, this is glossed though. You know what? I didn't even really realize that about the other one. So I understand why they're glossing the art book, because it's really hard to get super crisp, high contrast lines in color with matte paper. So for that, I'll let it slide. I'm not trying to read this book. I can hold it in one angle and see the entire photo. While I'm not trying to read, I can take it in. So, you know, it being semi-gloss, no, that's a pretty heavy gloss. It's almost straight up coated. It's okay. I'll let it slide. But once again, like I said, this book looks like it was a little more thought out than the original art book. The images are nicely placed. Oh God, and they're organized so nicely. Oh, Umi and her. It's just, these are wonderful. Celeste. Let me see if, oh my God, I'm trying to rip these out of my memory. Wow. Rayearth, Celeste, Wyndham. This art book was way more thought out. All of the images are where they need to be. You know, even though the first art book was all off, it mirrors the original to a T. So I get why they didn't fix the layout in the book. For whatever reason, in the original book, they decided not to go with centering. Oh, nope. I spoke too soon. I see why they did this, so they didn't have to put this, you know, the creasing right in the middle of her face. But, I don't know. I mean, if I was originally putting this art collection together, it obviously is not every single art piece from the second series. I would have just picked a different image. These two are wonderful. Oh, sneaky, though. She's real sweet. My boy, Eagle. Yes. These two right here. Yeah, see this second collection was thought out so much more nicely than the first collection. I mean, here's another cut off image. Again, I see the purpose that it serves. It's so that the split isn't in the middle of the face, but see, that could have been expanded a little bit. That is such a nice photo. I love anything with flowers in it. Alright, I'm not going to flip through this entire book. We'll just do a quick flip. Boop. Ooh, that's a nice little page. Ooh, pink. Hey, now I think this is the imagery from the Complete Song Collections. Yeah, they're singing. I bet these are from the song collections. Oh, look at that picture. It looks like we are flipping through this whole book. Yeah, this book was put together much more nicely. I actually have never seen that picture. That's nice. Or that one. And again, all of the artist notes. I love that. Look, now that's how it should be. Homegirl with her homeboys. They love each other. They're taking care of their homegirl. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Again, this is telling you how they sketch these out. And again, they put their posters in here. Yay! Oh, only one poster. And this is a great, oh no, double-sided wedding poster. And the two boys. I like how they were the relationship focus in number 2. Now, Hikaru does have a weird story arc in number 2 where this like clone of her comes after her. But anyways, so that's the end of my video. Thank you for checking it out. I hope you enjoyed it and hope this helps you decide whether or not you want to buy these books. Goodbye.